Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, searching for my pot of gold. Well, things got bad and things got worse, well, I guess you know the tune. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Ba, 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 ba. That, Tubesters, is a musical intro. Fantastic song by CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival. How many times have I done that intro? If I'd had a hat, it would have been full by now. Not telling you what of, but hey. Guys, this is a ramble. No, Gav isn't on one of his head case moments. I'm completely sane at the moment. We're fine. I just, if that song doesn't sum up this week and just how things are going in general, I don't know what it is. I feel like I've been stuck in Lodi for the last year and a half. For the people that live in Lodi, I'm quite sure it's a very nice place to be stuck in. Probably as good as Dudley Borough in the West Midlands here. Though again, I haven't been outside my front door. Well, no, sorry, I have been outside my front door twice in the last 6 months, 7 months. I don't know. I don't go out very often, but it's when the tap has been turned off from the probably few times that you go out a year. It gets a bit grating. But the second time that I've been out since October, it was on Tuesday, and I had my vaccination, part 1. Strung out like a balloon. They literally phoned me the day before. Well, my head doesn't do things, if things aren't on rails, it goes all haywire. It's the PTSD. But yeah, I was strung out for about 12 hours. Hence no videos. Not just that, I'll come into that in a minute. But yeah, for anybody who's concerned about a jab, if I can do it, and I ain't all there, you can do it. It doesn't hurt. You get a very slight, well, I've had a very slight sore just where the needle itself gone in. There's a load of us out there who've had needles. It ain't no different from any other needle you've ever had in your life. So, and it was AstraZeneca. I don't give a monkey's what these fools around the world are saying. I've got no problems with AstraZeneca vaccine. It does make you laugh though. You do a year of trying to avoid the coronavirus and then you inject some into yourself. What's all that about? Never mind. No side effects that I know of so far. My hair hasn't grown. Other parts of no, we won't go into that, hasn't grown. But I did ask, could I have a Vimto flavoured one? Apparently, my Mara Paul from Military Modeller Paul had the last one. It's usually the way. Short hands, deep pockets. When the Vimtos are being given out, that's the last one on me. Well done, Paul. Anybody outside the UK, Vimto is a fruit cordial drink, as you would call it, or we call it squash over here. You put tap water in it, you know, fruit type flavoured. What colour is it? It's like a grape colour, you know, dark coloured grapes things. So yeah, just in case I'm confusing you. Right. So yeah, I've had no problems with the virus. No vaccine. That's because I injected it into. Never mind. Right. This is a ramble video. It'll have it in the title. Also, Lodi, as I said, CCR song, and I just feel like I've been stuck in Lodi. It's just one of them weeks or months where it's I've been in the trenches. You know, it's been hard this last month or so. No other reason, I think, than I don't know. You know, I've got head problems, and sometimes it goes awry. But also, I've made 2 cracking videos for you people, model unboxings, and both of them. The first one was a P51 model unboxing that I got. I said I got from my Dave Cody's Emporium. He's selling them for a tenner a piece, and I bought one, and which is this one actually. This had a lovely unboxing. and then I pressed delete. Told you, head's been messing about, and I never had the heart to do it again. So that's a 1 in 48 scale Mustang. I won't do an unboxing of it. It's obviously quite small. Was it worth a tenner? Yeah, tenner and £3 something postage. But was it worth a tenner? Yes. What did I think about it? Just looking at, getting the sprues out, because I did get all the sprues out for you guys. I've got the big tripod out, everything. No stylish musical intro though, but a lot of flash on it, heck of a lot of flash, and I had a couple of pieces which were slightly deformed, like aerialon flaps. Ends of at least one of those was bent up, so that's going to be fun trying to get that flat. So there was a couple of issues with it, which obviously how it goes together I have no idea. But it's a nice bare metal finish. I'm not doing that one because there is no way I'm going to be able to get those, do the masking for those stripes. Yeah, I know the only way I'll get better is by doing it. But also as well, I like the bare metal finish on these Mustangs, and I don't really want to cover it up all over in black. So there is another one which is just all bare metal with, obviously they usually have the top, don't they? The top bit, probably for the glare more than anything, but they have the top bit done in a different colour. It's not shown on the box art on the side here. There's no colour call outs in this. It is literally a really small instruction sheet. So how can Gav get it wrong? It does come with a pilot though. But yeah, it's a very small instruction sheet, black and white, a bit like the trumpeter one, when it used to be just the black and white colour call-outs. It tells you what colours to use, but that's about it really. I've never been that really fussed, if I'm straight, on the actual brands of paints to use. Black's black, green's green. Well, lots of different greens, but you just I'll just prefer to do my research. I look at some colour photos or whatever and say, yeah, that's good enough for me, and that's how I work. So yeah, and I do buy box sets sometimes. In fact, I bought one for the Focke-Wulf. In fact, like prawn, I bought two for the Focke-Wulf because the first one I've now got a lacquer one which I prefer, and the acrylic one, which the fool that I was, it was actually late war, and I've got mid to late war. Apparently there was a difference. So yeah, was it worth the £10 and £3 on postage? Yeah, it was. There will be a fair bit of clean-up. You get two lots of wheels, you get weight on wheels. Now I must admit, when I looked at them, I'm not an expert in this, as you guys know. What have I made? 3 airplanes, both. One, the Starfighter, which is stopping in a box in there to prove to myself that one day I will be able to make an aeroplane that's better than that one. The second one, the Sea Fury, ended up in the bin, and so I'm no expert, but the weight on wheels looked quite weight on. In fact, they looked like somebody let the tyres down, but I might be wrong. What do I know? But yeah, from what I've seen, as long as you're prepared to clear up a lot of flash, I won't be able to tell you until I've actually put it together how well the kit goes together. But it looks a nice little kit for £10. Obviously you get no mass sets or anything like that. There's 2 canopies in there. If I remember rightly, they don't go into massive details which canopy for what or whatever, but yeah, it's a nice little airplane. Don't take a lot of room up in my little stash pile. Now this is my I did a great unboxing on this one. You'd have loved this one. Well, those of you with insomnia, this is my 1 in 350 scale HMS Kent. The Type 23 Royal Naval frigate that's in service at the moment, although with the amount of defence cuts we are yet suffering again, but it's all for a good cause because it's going to be so much better in 10 years time. Yeah, no doubt here, of course it will be. It's another excuse because they can't cut anything else, can they, with defence? Always cut defence because we never need it. Just like fire insurance on your house. Wait for that fire to come along like the Falklands. Right, I love these frigates, absolutely love them. There was 13, I believe, made in the class from about, was it 1989 or 19, I think it was 88, 89, I think the first one was out. And the last one, HMS St Albans, was actually, came out in about 2000, 2002, something like that. I can't exactly remember. I can't remember where Kent is. This is obviously, as I said, HMS Kent. Now they're called the Duke class because they're all named after dukes. So on the funnel it'll have a Duke's coronet, which is a little crown. We're swimming in crowns over here. And then it has, in this case, the County of Kent has a white horse as its emblem because it's got a great big chalk horse on it. It's one of the downs over there, and cut into the grass on the hill. And yeah, it's always been Kent's emblem as far as I'm aware. Oh, and for the wits out there, no, we don't have a Duke of Earl. Duke of Earl. Now that could be an intro, isn't it? Get some darts on. Duke of Earl. Oh yeah, Duke of Earl. Funny. HMS Duke of Earl. No, it's not. Oh well, there's only me laughing at that one. Yeah, this one's got the what do they call them now? They're not the Lynx anymore, are they? Wildcat. It's got a Wildcat helicopter to go on the back. It's got a nice little bit of photo etching in this one. I've bought a set of photo etch from Atlantic Models, who do a lot of resin 1:350 scale post-war Royal Navy frigates and maybe World War II as well, but they do a lot of post-war stuff. Very nice by the look of them. But I got great service from Atlantic Models when I bought my photo etch. How much I'm going to actually use on this, as in what it is for the Type 23, but obviously there's a bit of photo etch in the kit as well, so I won't know until I start sticking together. I did a fantastic unboxing of this, if I do say so myself, but unfortunately when I looked at it, it ran to 45 minutes, 48 minutes even, and you guys don't mind listening to me ramble away on a waffle, whatever. But there aren't many of you that are really going to be interested in me waffling through 45 minutes showing you sprue by sprue, which is what I did. I can't show you the photo etch. I just wanted to show you the length of get you an idea if you didn't know what a 350 scale modern frigate looks like in length. That's the length. You don't get a flat base with this one. It is only, to put as a sea base, it is only that. You'd have to carve a bit out of the foam or whatever and stick her in. But it's not too bad. Beautiful shape to the Type 23. I love the Type 23. As I said to you guys, I went on HMS Marlborough for, I don't know if it's 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, when she was Falklands Guard ship when we were on exercise. Great all-round frigates. It can knock out, that's a Seawolf being launched there. Although now I think it's Sea Scepter, but Seawolf. This is obviously one of the earlier variations of Kent's. They've changed the gun turret recently to give it a lower radar. It doesn't show up so much on radar. But I'd never understand you do that. But what's about all this? I don't like the new modern stuff that's coming out. I would probably model it, but I'm not, because obviously they're trying to hide the radar image in that, so it's all more or less flat and encased, and these are the last of what I call the old style. We sold 3 off second hand to Chile. Chilean Navy's very discerning. Sold 3 off. That made me cry. And they're now on about to get better ships, they've got to lose a few first. Yeah. God, they waffle governments, don't they? I won't make this political, but I'm not very happy with the defence cuts. Anyway, so they were the 2 videos which you could have had hours, and believe hours, with that unboxing of enjoyment. So if anybody really does want an unboxing of either kit, give me a shout and I will do one for you. But you'd probably have to suffer 40 odd minutes of it. So I've got photo etch for that, by the way, and a brass gun barrel, teensy tiny gun barrel for the main 4.5 inch gun. So that was that. I've in some bids at the moment with some War Games figures, some different historical ones for different time periods. I just fancied painting when I saw them. But they are on bids, and I don't usually win bids. You know what it's like, people dive in at the last minute. And I won't up my prices. I do stick to, whenever I'm doing an eBay bid, I do stick to the price. So that's that. So I've got some of those coming in if they come in. I am going to be painting these 2 up. I don't know if I'd do one as a tutorial because I really don't have the time, but these are two Perry American Civil War Confederate, an officer and a drummer from the command pack. What I'm going to do is a vignette. I'm still nailing it down to what the vignette's going to be. Not with these two. These two are going to be painted, because I'm going to then do an unboxing, showing the unboxing, and then show two painted figures. Thought that was I'd done that a few years ago on my Perry plastic carabiners. You know, I'd done painted two up and then undid the unboxing then, so I thought I'd do that with those. So that's coming up probably next week if I get them in with the rest of the conveyor belt painting. 4 MVA figures, which will be coming on a video either. No, they won't come after this one. Actually, I'll do them tomorrow, because I've got I forgot to do the belt buckles on too. So let's show them done. So the MVA will be that they're all based, and they've actually all tufts on and everything. And I thought, something missing here. Missed a belt buckle out and a buckle on the top of the hat. So 4 NVA are going to be showing on a little video tomorrow. See how long we can make that one last with 4 figures. We've got 4 more US Marine Corps for Hue. I've picked 2 M16 guys out, a radio op, and an M60 gunner, just for a bit of variation. So they're being done at the moment, alongside another 8 French chasseurs of the guard, which you still haven't seen. I need to do a video for that. That'll probably go on the weekend. Done nothing on the T-34 for 3 nights, because I've only been doing about an hour a night, apart from the main painting, where I've had to obviously spend longer during the day. That's paid down because I've been doing commission painting. I've been hitting them a bit harder in the evenings. So I will be getting back to that tonight. I want to do. I've got some sandbags on the turrets still to finish off. I mainly more or less painted them, but I just need to finish off some things on those and do some weathering on those, and weathering on those welded on tyres as well. And stick the wheels on if I have time. I'm going to stick the wheels in place. I'm not going to be turning or anything, because the tracks are very fragile, and I've got a nasty feeling they'll just all fall apart, because I can't then stick the side screens on. You know, the rubbers, I've made those home improvement rubbers, reactive, well, it's not reactive armour, is it? 'Cause it's rubber, but you know, that type, it's homemade armour, and that can't go on and be all weathered, all tied in until the wheels are actually on. So that's that. Now, I am doing, I'm not going to get that out, but you've seen that I've done an unboxing of the FW190 down there, so that will be the next kit up after the T-34. I've still got to stick the figures together for the T-34, because I think what it's going to be a case of is, as well, it proves quite often with me, build the tank, and then the tank, I'll do a show and tell of the tank when it's complete, but then the tank will probably sit under a dust cover for a month or so while I get the figures and the small base together. So then, and in the meantime, I'll do the 172 scale FW190. But I've been wanting to get this, try and rebuild this if possible. If you remember this is now Rob from Rims Models. He's Mr. Expert on full interior kit, especially these mini art ones. I don't want to tip it too far in case things fall off, although I'm actually wanting things to fall off. Now, on this side never fitted, if you remember. I did do a video on it. There's huge gaps there, nothing fitted. Somebody told me I'd got something upside down. There's a cross member that goes across here, funny enough, and he said I'd put one of the things upside down. The engine cradle isn't straight. It wasn't straight when I made it, and it isn't straight when it went in. So all those, and somebody told me I got these things upside down as well. I mean, and that's stuck in now. Oh, bloody hell. Right, so I'm going to attempt, now I'm slightly more improved in my model making, I'm going to try and attempt to get this taken apart in where it needs to be taken apart. And if I'm successful in that, if because I've got the sides all made up and whatever. You know, if I'm successful in that, building the side, getting the sides to fit, I would like the engine to fit. I mean, the engine I didn't do a very good job on. I mean, I remember my Mara Frederick from the Hobby Shack. Go and check Frederick out, top bloke. He said, Gav, if there's any chance, just forget the engine. You know, build it as if it was one of the non-full interiors. Because the thing is with these mini art ones, they say they're not full interiors, and they might not be, but there's not far, as Frederick will tell you, they're not far off. When you look in the turret, they've got so much stuff around them. But I would like to see if I can straighten that cradle up and get the engine fitting in and get it all fitted up. You know, if it doesn't, it doesn't. If I could just get it up, it hurts me to have a kit like that. And then my wife, because I'd had my Pop Archie had run off with one of the sprues, which happened to be the turret, and his tooth gouged the inside. So my wife, I was having a melt. You know, I've got the head problems, and I was having a meltdown over it all. Not shouting at the Pop. I just go into I don't know what I go into really, but it affects my head. And she went out and actually, bless her, she got me ordered the exact same kit again. So I've actually got that one and a completely sealed up one. I'd just like this to go together. I actually really enjoyed doing this. You know, you felt I was doing all the little bits in it, and as Rob will tell you, they're kits within kits within kits. You know, they're really involved. But I wasn't ever expecting it to turn out brilliant, but I was expecting to be able to. My naivety, I think it was the second tank I'd ever done. You know, I'd gone from doing a Tamiya, 30, 40-year-old Tamiya tank, to trying to do a full interior kit, but I'd thought I would be able to teach myself along the way. That was the idea, and learn about the T55 and the inside and what they look like and all the rest of it. And obviously I fell flat on my face. So I really would like to resurrect. I said I'd have a go at it, and I think I was actually going to put this off for a couple of weeks while I'm carrying on, but I think I might leave this to one side and actually either tonight or tomorrow night see if I can, probably tomorrow night, I'm going to have a go at disassembling the side and seeing what has to be done. I'm sceptical whether I'll get anywhere, because even at everything that I've stuck together, nothing seems to be straight. And this is the one downtown. It was the same with the FT-17 First World War tank. There's nothing here that actually fits, and that's not the kit. That's me. I'm just saying that, you know, that whatever I've done with that, nothing fits. I mean, this magazine cradle here for the rounds, it doesn't go anywhere near. The two pegs that go into the side there are nowhere near. I can't show you without you've seen it. Or if you go to my last, I did a whole series, and that gets a lot of hits, and I feel really bad because although I say at the end this is as far as it goes, can't do it, I feel really bad for people that watch all those and then find out that's as far as Gav got with it. But I do think honesty is the best policy as well. You know, it's so yeah, I'm going to try and strip that down to its component parts. Not obviously all the very tiny bits, but you know, anything that's not seems to be straight, let's take it apart and see if I can put it back together again. And if I can't, I can't. We'll see. So, before we get any more depressed on that one, I'll say we're stuck in Lodi. So that's about it, I think. That's all I wanted to say, really. Covered T. Oh, we still haven't covered the Chevy. If I showed you the Chevy now, it wouldn't be fair, because I still haven't got the wing mirrors are stuck there on a piece of wood still, and I still haven't painted out and I haven't stuck the front headlights in as well. They need doing. So yeah, there's a couple of things. If she's only sat up there, not under. I'm going to have to get the airbrush and blow her completely out before you see the Chevy. But the Chevy's, as I say, is all done paintwork wise, apart from a couple of touch ups. I think that's everything. Is it, Gav? As he looks round? Yeah, we've covered everything, Tubesters. So, you managed to dodge the bullet on those two unboxings. You didn't get away with this one. But you can't have everything in life. I hope everything's going well with you guys. As he sticks something that has decided to fall off the tank of its own accord. Probably won't be one that needed to fall off, but sorry, I'm rambling. Yeah, you know, I hope everything's going well with you guys. Keep at your desks or whatever floats your boat. Not that you can float many boats at the moment, but whatever you can do legally within the space of a few hundred yards around your house, you fill your boots. You know, build your models, paint your figures. I should have said as well, my tribute to the few. Well, it's actually a tribute to my Pop Barclay, but my World War II fighter bust with the little cocker spaniel over his shoulder. I start that more or less either just after. Probably my plan is, which has almost changed on a daily basis, but the plan is get the FW190 build done because I'd really like to build that. Check this T55 out. If I can take the T55 apart and then put it back together again, just the section that I've got here with the side bits, I will then leave it for a few weeks because I plan to do the HMS Kent to run in the background because I want to do the bust of the fighter pilot. So you know, I can't juggle bloody 100 things at once, although I was saying that I still probably will be, because I'll have the T-34 actual figures and base to do as well. But when you're only putting an hour or so a night, because the rest of it goes on the commissions, you don't get anywhere fast. So look after yourselves, guys. Thanks for joining me on this ramble. It's, as usual, been all over the place, but as usual, it's been great to have your company. And we'll catch each other very, 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 very soon, like tomorrow probably, on another video.